Are you waiting to feel safe before choosing love? The reality, based on where we live, if you're waiting to feel safe, you're going to be waiting a really, really long time, guys, because just look at everything that's going on around us, in our nations, in our families, in ourselves, in our food, in the economy. If you're waiting to feel safe, then you're never going to make any moves. Safety comes when you put love first, when you put peace first, when you put safety first. Actually, you're the one that's going to be rooting those structures, rooting those spaces where people will feel safe. And even then, those people will first need to search and find safety and peace and love before aligning with the places that you have built or created. Everything is a state of being, everything is an emotion, anything is an energy, and our bodies react to the state of being that we have inside, right? And so when we talk about safety, my spiritual teacher says that you can't find serenity and peace, and you can't be doing aum aum, that's how he says it, if you're starving, if you're broke, if you don't have a home. But we've seen people get out of the toughest situations through visualization. Visualization. We've seen people conjure up miraculous circumstances from like the darkest of depths, like rock bottom. We've seen it happen. We've heard stories of it happening. So it is possible. And I know it's not a general statement, right? But the process of ascension isn't for everybody. Not everybody is going to be able to overcome that. And there's going to be some souls, there's going to be some bodies that are left behind attempting and failing to go through that process, and attempting and failing to meditate and overcome their situations. But there's this story, I need to find the story, about a Kenyan woman. Was it a Kenyan woman? I believe it was a Kenyan woman that was in a bathroom. They were searching for her family for like 3 months. Did she live in, I think she lived in a bathroom for 3 months. I think this was on Netflix. I need to find the story. And she survived. And she said even in that little bathroom where she was in there tight with 5 other people, 5 other people, her and her whole family were in a cubicle, a bathroom, because they had to hide from the army, they had to hide from the government. And she said even in those moments, she would find love, like where she felt like she was enveloped in love, and where she was just so grateful. Even if they were sharing one plate of food together a day, she was just so grateful to be alive, and there was so much to be grateful for. And she was in a bathroom for 3 months with 4 other people. So safety is a state of being, and it's not about finding that safety first or finding that love first. It's about giving it to yourself first. It's about feeling it and owning it and embodying it, embracing it, even in the smallest of details and the smallest of gestures, being and accepting it like fully, like, ooh, thank you for that. I receive that. I accept that. I want more of that. You're even allowed to want more of that and embody more of that and expand that feeling more and allow it to really flow and move through you. But even in the slightest of things, you create your reality regardless of the circumstances. There's amazing books, amazing stories. There was a book I read, the guy that was in the army. I really need to remember all these things. Like, I do not I remember the books I read, I remember the documentaries I watch, but I don't remember the names. Gosh, he was in a Jewish camp, and he said that even though the conditions were horrid, they would find moments to laugh. They would be walking in the snow, and when they would see a breathtaking view of the world, and they would see the beauty, and that he was having conversations with his wife. And he said the people that gave up, the people that were saying, oh, I'll be home by Christmas, tended to, if it was the day after Christmas, to die. And it was the people that were really strong mentally that, and even in those moments, like, they follow their intuition and were like, oh, this is the time to leave, this is the time to stay, don't make that move. I feel like no matter the circumstances, the universe hears you, knows you, sees what's going on, understands that you're experimenting and experiencing something, and that you can still grow and expand and be in connection with your divinity even in those moments. So safety is really a state of being, because if we are creation and we are creator, then there's nothing to fear and there's nothing to feel out of balance with, because it's all from the divine. Crazy, right? Like, nothing can take you out of safety, nothing can take you out of love, except you. Except you. I find it so beautiful, guys. Honestly, I can feel it in my gut. Like, wow. It's just amazing to have such power and know, like, wow, I can shift my mindset into protection, safety, love, being grounded. And I can shift it into, like, maniac. I can shift it into, like, frustration, anger, jealousy. And it's all happening inside. And the external is just going to mirror that. And even if I find something overly disgusting, I can find the beauty in that. Just because here, it's beautiful. So what did you guys find beautiful today? What did you guys find loving? What were you grateful? Alright guys, I decided to make this video a little longer because there was still so much to unpack. Excuse me looking crazy. I'm gonna go wash my face after and go to bed. But there was still so much to unpack based on what's going on this week that I wanted to make the video a little longer. So let's dive deeper into this. So the world is shifting, as you guys can sense if you are tapped into your intuition, tapped into your body, and understanding you don't necessarily need to be watching the news. You just need to feel what's going on within your body, especially women. You can, some of your periods are going to be a lot more intense, or just energetically in children, you're going to see that this week they're a lot more intense. And so you feel that the earth is shifting and moving and going through all this turbulence, and it's not settling. There's a lot just going on vibrationally. There's a lot going on energetically, and you just sense it. You just sense it. But that's not a reason for you to say, let me wait before I show up. Let me wait before I take on this project. Let me wait before I love. Let me wait to feel safe. Things are uncertain. It's not an excuse, because this is actually the time that you are needed the most. It's the time when your energy, your love, your compassion is needed the most, where you need to show up the most and hold space the most and take care of yourself the most, because there's so much going on that the more you can take care of yourself, the more you'll be able to share that care with the world. So I don't want to say this, but it's like crisis everywhere, spiritually, politically, socially. It's like the as above, so below. I hate saying they're like, you know how they say there's spiritual warfare? But that's really what's going on, a spiritual warfare for your energy, for your soul, for your time, for your essence. Sorry, I'm shaking a lot, but for your essence, for your energy, for your focus. And why I wanted to dive deeper is because this week it's solar cycle 25, right? Plus the summer solstice. Coincidence? Definitely not. Because energetically it's so strong. What you focus on and what you or nourishing, which your mind is focusing on and visualizing and meditating on and feeling, amplifies automatically. It amplifies and it creates. That's why I'm saying do not wait. Do not wait to feel more secure, because that's you being insecure, and that's you being hesitant and doubtful and uncertain, and that adds to the energy of uncertainty, adds to the energy of chaos, adds to the energy of fear. I need you at your full energetic self. The world needs you at your full energetic self. And that means taking care of yourself. Even when you're at a 4, you're 100% of the 4. You know what I mean? Like, you're showing up in a way that's nurturing for you and safe and secure and peaceful for those around you. Because everyone has their skills, everyone has their gifts, everyone has their talents. For me, that's sharing love, holding space, generating energy, showing my clients how they can really tap into their power and embody their gifts, embody their life mission, right? So that they can go out in the world and do what they need to do. I don't know how you watching this channel is going to impact and inspire you to do what you need to do and save a nation. I know that sounds crazy, but that's how potent your energy is. That's how potent and strong your creative life force is. So lock in, guys. Lock into your power. Lock into love. Lock into compassion. Don't wait. Don't use this as an excuse to be like, I can't make the moves that I see in my soul, that I feel in my heart, that my gut is telling me be. Don't use that as an excuse to sit down and not do what you need to do, because you're here knowing that there was the potential of this happening in the world. We all know that people are still having children, knowing what's going on in the world. And so if people are still able to procreate and tap into their life force, you're able to tap into your life force and build the structures. I said build the space to receive people that need that guidance, people that need to get out of certain situations, people that are waiting for you. Yeah. The world is shifting, not settling. So I want to explain it. I have my notes here so I don't forget. Fear is loud. Love is a frequency. Are you picking up collective fear as if it's your own? And I'm asking this question because earlier on I was talking to my uncle and he said, it's sad what's going on around the world. It's sad what's going on with, he was watching the news and he was like, people are going through some terrible things. This is not right. People are dying. And it's true. I'm not denying that. But here, as I am, Jessica, I don't have the resources to go and say, no, stop this, or to shut down the machinery. But I do have the power to inspire the person that pushes the button, because I don't work there. And I do have the power to inspire the next generation of engineers, guards, military, whatever, right? So that when they're in that situation, love speaks louder than fear. Spirituality speaks louder than politics. So love is the frequency that we are embodying and anchoring here, so that the next generation doesn't have to sit down and be like, wow, I am now owning a fear, a collective fear that is not my own, depending on where they are around the world, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all one. We're all connected. And we all feel, we all sense, we all understand what's going on. But that's not supposed to stunt your growth. If anything, it's supposed to explode and expedite your growth. Because you're like, I am creator and I'm needed in this moment, in this time of crisis. So remember, guys, choosing love is not passive. It's not passive at all. If anything, it's one of the most revolutionary things that you can do at this moment. So love is not passive. Embody. Is there anything else I want to talk? I don't want it to sound too woo-woo to you guys. I really want you guys to understand how one movement can have a domino effect and how it can change the course of generations, of millions of people. Just like a leader can influence his nation, you can influence 1,000,000,000,000 cells in your body. And those 1,000,000,000,000 cells in your body can influence another 1,000,000,000,000 in someone else's body. And that also has a domino effect. The way a leader gets to where he is or she is because of their path and their journey. So don't limit your path and your journey because of the story that you've been telling yourself. There is no limits. No limits. No limits at all. Okay. Another thing, actually, because when we embody and take in all that energy and we receive all that fear, our nervous system is like haywire. Our nervous system goes all over the place, is unbalanced, and it actually makes you sick. You being sick doesn't help anybody else at all either. Actually, you being sick actually opens you up in your aura field energetically and allows other energies that are attached to that fear, attached to that anger, attached to that pain into your body. So even when you're in fear, that fear doesn't just belong to you. There's energies behind you, right? Just like there's energies of love, there's energies of fear that attach to you and, drain your battery. So this week, I really hope you guys have been taking care of yourself, have been nurturing yourself, self-care. I've been doing a lot of cleanses for my clients this week. Ancestral, energetic death and ancestral rebirth, just to really release everything that doesn't serve, everything that we held on in our bodies, in our lineage, in our cells, and to come back and rebirth and bloom with the summer solstice, because this week was really heavy on a lot of people. So I really hope you guys were taking care of yourself. It is Sunday at this point, 1, 2, 4, 3. So if you can do it this Sunday, take care of yourselves. Take a salt bath, purify, cleanse, or book a session with me. I really recommend you guys book a session with me if you did not do any energetic cleansing, if you guys didn't do any divination, if you guys didn't do any meditation, self-care, if you guys have really been feeling ransacked, if you guys really have, and for the women that have got their period this week, I've been hearing it's been sending you guys. I did have one client that I actually did her cleanse right before her period, so it was like divine timing. She felt so much better, and then period came in and she was able to handle that release a lot better. So how you love shapes the world. Don't forget that, guys. How you love shapes the world, because I saw someone says there's no, I don't even want to share. There's no way you're having soulmate sex and starting a war. I had to share it because I was like, damn, that is so true. That is just so real. There's no way that there's this level of deep love inside of your heart and you are daring enough with the love that's in your heart to go and harm another being. To go and harm another being who is actually a reflection of you. Crazy, right? Crazy. So let's just take it all in, guys, and breathe. As you inhale, you're inhaling love, compassion, peace. You're connecting to the heartbeat of the earth that holds all of us, that nourishes all of us. And you're releasing everything that is tormenting your mind, all that noise, all that chatter that is preventing you from connecting to source, that is blocking this channel right here. Releasing it, feeling consciousness go into your lungs, into your body, and expanding out. Even moving your arms with it and following your electromagnetic field, cleansing it out and releasing and feeling good, so that when you wake up you can show up in the world and be like, yes, I am here. I am here to anchor, root, plant, seed, peace, love, compassion, harmony, abundance. Yes, yes it is. And so it shall be. So the affirmation that you guys should be working with: I allow the light within and around me to activate my next level of truth. I am safe to expand. And if you guys want to dive deeper and do a little research on what's going on, you guys, I welcome you guys to do that. It's always better when you do your own research and you go through that tunnel of truth. I always want to stay in the lens of soul deep love, so that's why I don't want to bring too much of the chaos into the platform. So you guys will see me keeping a general outlook of what's going on, but and it's different. You guys are watching the videos from all over, so one truth, I shouldn't say one truth, one experience is not going to be the same as another experience. So I don't want to portray my experience onto you guys, because you might be living a different experience, but there is one truth. There is one truth. We are creator, we are creation, we are experimenting, and we are elevating through that ascension. And we're here to anchor love. We are love warriors, and we can connect on that one truth. Okay? So I allow the light within and around me to activate my next level of truth. I am safe to expand. You are safe to expand, guys. You are safe to expand. I want you to really remember that. And if you want to dive deeper and work with me, then my programs are in the description box. Other than that, is there anything else I want to say? Or is there anything else that needs to be said? No. No. Remember the truth that is here. Remember the essence. Remember why you are here. And remember that what you're experimenting is just a small portion of what's going on in the overall universe. And you are held, you are loved, and you are never forgotten, never alone. So see you guys in the next video.